On a Monday morning in 2024, a roommate in Los Angeles realized 3 people had missed their morning shifts. 17 texts and 4 calls had gone unanswered since Saturday night, but there was no sign of a struggle, only a perfectly still lake. Detective Renee Caldwell of the Shasta County Sheriff's Department took the lead on case file 2024-0091. She eventually compiled a reconstruction of the victim's final 72 hours, though the most disturbing evidence never made it into the official department server. Ryan Holloway, Megan Cross, and Tyler Braun were healthy, employed, and by all accounts, happy. They left for their vacation in a black Jeep Cherokee loaded with groceries and fishing gear. Their phone records from the drive are filled with jokes about who gets the best bedroom. When investigators reached the Alderman Farm property, they found the Jeep in the driveway. Inside, groceries were put away, a card game on the table, and their wallets and keys undisturbed. The only physical anomaly was at the rear door. 3 pairs of shoes sat neatly on the floorboards, pointed toward the tree line and the water beyond. The evidence didn't suggest a kidnapping or a panicked flight. It pointed to 3 people who had simply walked into the trees, never to return. The farmhouse sits on 43 acres, dominated by a single feature, the lake. It is perfectly round and so still that it reflects the surrounding pines without a single ripple. From the upstairs bedrooms, it looks less like water and more like a hole cut into the earth. This wasn't the first time the property had gone silent. In 1942, the original owner reported his wife and 2 children got out of bed at 3 a.m. and walked into that same water. He told the sheriff he tried to follow them, but the water didn't want him. Tyler Braun seemed to feel that same pull the moment they arrived. A voice memo recovered from Megan's phone captures him walking toward the shoreline while the others are still unpacking. When she calls for his help with the bags, he replies, "It's asking for us." Megan's recovered notebook entries from Friday night show her struggle to describe the silence. She wrote about a continuous hum she heard, describing it not as a threat, but an invitation. On Saturday morning, Ryan filmed 37 seconds of the shoreline. At the 21-second mark, something massive and dark slides beneath the surface, moving from the center toward the shallow water. Despite these anomalies, none of the friends expressed fear. Ryan texted his brother that he had never felt so relaxed. Tyler told his girlfriend he didn't think he wanted to leave. For these 3 intelligent adults, the lake had replaced their survival instincts with a total, unnatural sense of peace. The final piece of evidence sat on the porch railing, Megan's vintage film camera. It was placed there carefully, as if the person who left it wanted the film inside to be found. The first 28 frames are mundane. They show the farmhouse at golden hour and the friends laughing. In every shot of the lake, the water is empty and clear. Frame 29 was taken at dusk on Saturday. The light is low and blue, and for the first time, the camera captures what was actually beneath the surface. Dozens of human faces are visible just a few inches below the waterline. They are packed together, staring upward through the surface, arranged in a dense column that extends into the dark. Every face in the photograph shares the same expression. There is no sign of drowning or struggle. Instead, they look relieved, as if they had been waiting for someone to arrive. Directly beneath Megan's vantage point, one central sentence is pictured with terrifying clarity. Detective Caldwell used facial recognition to identify that central figure. It was Doris Alderman, the woman who had walked into the lake 82 years earlier. Doris Alderman wasn't a victim of a 1940s drowning. She was still there, conscious and present beneath the surface, along with everyone else the lake had taken since. Driven by an obsession with the photographs, Detective Caldwell returned to the property alone. She stood at the muddy edge where the 3 sets of footprints ended and tried to understand how 80 years of people could remain conscious in the dark. Caldwell's research led her to the theories of Dr. Emile Lazar, who hypothesized that human consciousness is a signal, an electromagnetic broadcast. Lazar believed certain environments act as receivers, pulling the signal out while the body functions. Once the lake receives this signal, the physical body has no instructions. It stops. the mind joins the water's frequency, leaving the body to sink. While investigating the shoreline, Caldwell's hand brushed the water. She reported that the hum Megan described in her notebook didn't stay outside her head anymore. She could hear the voices of the victims, not as sound, but as conscious thoughts already inside her mind. The property is currently managed by Stillwater Properties, Inc. The shell corporation exists entirely behind disconnected numbers and blank documents, designed only to maintain the listing. The farmhouse is available to rent right now, using the exact same listing that lured the last victims. The trap is built for people who are looking for a way to escape the noise. But as Detective Caldwell warned in her final recording, once you tune in to the frequency of the lake, you have already begun the walk toward the water.
Like and subscribe.